Hello everybody, this is another Hot Wheels Collector video. Today we have another haul video which I'm going to be presenting to you today. So this is actually a P-Case haul, and I actually found all these items from a Smith's Toy Superstore. There is only one car that I'm missing from the P-Case now, and that is the Datsun wagon. I believe it's a Bluebird wagon. And yeah, I'm really excited to have all of these cars, including some new castings. But without further ado, let's get into the showcase then. Kicking it off, we have this, which is a brand new retool for the 2023 P-Case. This is the 92 Dodge Viper RT10. People were requesting a retool of this car because previously it kind of looked like a tuned version of the car. It had far too big wheels on it, and the proportions were just completely off. But I really do like this retool. You can see it does have wing mirrors. It gets the full tampo treatment for what it really needs. I'll move the camera around here so you can see a bit better. And yeah, headlights and all, rear lights and everything, so really cool. It also does have the new wheels which were just released last year, the kind of 3-spoke, I believe they're called the Advan 3 spokes on this thing, done in chrome. Super nice. I will mention that this car does feature in the Hot Wheels Exotic set and is number 9 out of 10 in that set. Super cool to have this car. I wasn't expecting to see it so early on, but I'm so happy to have it. It just puts us that much more closer to the year review video, which is obviously where I will tell you my favourite cars, and also I might even get you guys involved and to ask you guys what you think is your favourite car this year, as in new castings of course. Anyways, that's it for this Dodge Viper. Now let's move on to the next car. Alright, so the next car is not a new casting at all. It's far from it, but it is a really cool one. I actually passed the green one up, which was released in probably about the D case, I think it was, or maybe even C case. I passed it up because I wasn't a big fan of the colour choice on it, but I actually think this one looks phenomenally done. The colour choice is perfect. So this car is painted in white with a lot of like blue accents all over it, and it actually does look really cool in these colours, I think. I wasn't a fan of it before, as I've said, but this is the Dodge Charger Drift. Really interesting like drift car, but it's also a police car at the same time. I'll quickly mention that this does feature in the Hot Wheels Metro set and is number 2 out of 10 in that set. But yeah, really cool. So we do get the side tampo work. There is no front tampo work there, hopefully you can see, but you can see that big bull bar, ram bar there. Obviously keeping that police theme going. No rear tampos, but we do actually have top tampo work as well as a nice police light bar up there, created through the window plastic. Really cool car. I also love the spoiler on it, keeping that drift theme going. Really nice one there. Again, that is new for the 2023 P-Case. It is not a carryover. Super happy to have this. Again, wasn't expected to see this case so early on in this year. I know you guys in America are just getting N case, and we've just finished N case. Really happy to have found this car. Wasn't initially going to get it, but I saw it in store and I actually really did like it. So there you go. Really cool car. Obviously, the review and showcases of all these cars will be coming soon. So if you want to see a more in-depth look on these cars, just wait, and those videos will be coming as quickly as possible. I do have quite a big backlog though. Anyways, that's it for that car. Now let's move on to the next one. Alright, and the next car is actually another new casting for this year. Really cool one. This is the Ford F150 Lightning Custom, because obviously this is not a stock Lightning. And yeah, it's done really nicely in a metallic blue paint job. You can also see it does have side tampo work. No front tampo work, but we do have kind of the light bar and everything like that, created in a very unique fashion. I will go over all that in obviously the in-depth review and showcase. I hate to plug my videos so much, but please do wait for that video because it will go over absolutely everything you need to know about this car. No rear tampo either, but it's just done very nicely. I will mention that the wheels are done in chrome and they are the Aerodisc wheels, and it's interesting because that rear wheel looks so humongous. That is absolutely massive. It's bigger than the off-road wheels which they use, like the ones in the background there. You can see the beadlock wheels. These are huge wheels on the back of this thing. I actually do think they suit this fantastically. I'll quickly mention that this car is number 9 out of 10 in the Hot Wheels Hot Truck set. Really nice one for the 2023 P-Case. Alright, and the next one's going to confuse a few of you because I've literally just made the review video of this. I say of this is actually a different casting. This is the GMC Hummer EV. The other casting I reviewed was the 2024 GMC Hummer EV. This is a different casting, so there are a few differences I'm going to go over quickly. So you can see the actual bed on this one is open. The one I've just reviewed, the Barbie one, has its bed covered up, the truck bed. And also, this one is not the convertible version, at least on the rear section of the car. It is covered up. On the Barbie one, it is actually opened up. I just find that really interesting, and those are two different castings, completely different castings, But yeah, I think people will overlook that and only pick one of them up if you like collect like me and you just want one of each car. So really cool to see that. These are on the off-road beadlock wheels painted in grey. This car is done in a metallic green colour. Does receive front tamper work there and also receives rear tamper work, but it doesn't have any side tamper work, unlike the Barbie one. I will also mention that this one also features in the Hot Wheels Hot Truck set and is number 3 out of 10 in that set. Really cool car there. I actually really do like this colour on it. I think it looks fantastic. Makes it look a lot more heavy duty in my opinion. Also does have wing mirrors. Really cool to see that there. And there's no top tamper work either. Anyways, that's it for this car. On to the next one. Alright, and it's time for another new casting. This is the 57 Jeep FC. Really interesting new casting, I think, for the P case here. I wasn't expecting this one. I don't think anybody was. But it's actually really well executed in my opinion. I will mention that this features in the Baja Blazers set and is number 6 out of 10 in that set. And this car is painted in a dark metallic blue. Really quite suiting colour though for it. I do think this colour is quite nice on this. You do get side tamper work with this, and I will also mention that this car is running on the beadlock wheels painted in chrome. You also do get front tamper work on this car. Hopefully you can see that there. Again, I do apologise for the glare. There is nothing that I can really do about it whilst they're in the package. And all I can say is stay tuned for the review videos, because honestly they'll be way more detailed and you'll be able to see everything properly. But there you go, there's no tamper work on the rear either. It does have wing mirrors, this casting, and I think it's done very well as well. Really interesting new casting. I don't think this is going to be one of my favourites in the year review video, but it is a cool one nonetheless, and I'm really happy to have this thing. Anyways, that's really it for this car. I don't think I missed anything on this one. Now let's move on to the next one. Alright, and the next one is also another Jeep. We've seen quite a few Jeeps this year, whether it be recolours or new castings, so really cool to see this. This is the Jeep Scrambler, done in a very nice, almost gunmetal grey, but I wouldn't say it's gunmetal, I would say it's like just a metallic grey. Looks really nice. You do get the side tamper work on this car, and you've got some really interesting off-road wheels. I'm not sure what you call them, but they are 5-spoked, painted in black, but they have that kind of sandy brown colour about them. That does suit the set that this car features in. This is also in the Baja Blazers set, number 8 out of 10 in that set. You do not receive any front tamper work on this car, unfortunately. What you do receive, though, is top tamper work. Hopefully you can see that there. And interestingly, the interior of this car is done in a red colour, as well as the bed of this truck. I think that's a nice little detail there. Finally, you do not receive any rear tamper work on this thing either. I think this looks really nice. They've done a great job on this Jeep Scrambler, and I'm not complaining about the amount of Jeeps, because honestly they hadn't released an awful lot of Jeeps before this, like in terms of recently, and I didn't have many Jeeps in my collection, but since this year my Jeep collection has just expanded rapidly. So really nice one here. I think it's executed really well, and it's obviously got that Baja look, hence it's in the Baja Blazers set. Really cool. But anyways, on to the next one. Okay, and this is actually a carryover from the N case. So I have picked another one of these up. 89 Mazda Savannah RX7 FC3. I'm not going to go over this in too much detail because I've already went over it in my previous haul video. But the thing is, that car had loads of bubbles in its paint when I opened it up. Like loads. I don't know what was going on with that. They must have sprayed it in a really bad fashion. It was awful looking. So I did decide to pick another one up in black. And yes, I am talking about the black one. I also have a green one, but I'm replacing that because I don't really like the colour on it. Anyways, I'll obviously tell you about the wheels. They're the lace wheels, I believe, anyway. And they are done in chrome. There's kind of the lace wheels, and then there's another wheel. These might not be the lace wheel. They're very similar to it, though, so there you go. I'll mention that this is in the Hot Wheels the 80s set, and is number 4 out of 10 in that set. And yeah, you can see there's front tampo as well as rear tampo there. There you go. Just going to quickly go over that car and just tell you that I have picked another one up. Anyways, on to the next car. Alright, and the next one is quite special because it is the treasure hunt for the P case. This is the 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel. There's the treasure hunt logo under there. Hopefully you can see that there. And yeah, it's done in like a Coast Guard livery. This car features in the Hot Wheels Rescue set. Is number 7 out of 10 in that set. Done in yellow. It does have the off-road beadlock wheels on it. Done in a chrome yellow kind of colour. Almost a chrome gold. And yeah, it's got that Coast Guard livery on the side of it. It also does receive front tamper work. There is no top tamper work on this thing. It does look like it, but nope. Those vents on the hood are actually created using the red interior plastic. And some of the bed of this truck is also done in red. It also does have a sunroof. Really cool to see that. It doesn't have any wing mirrors. And I will finally mention there is no rear tamper work, and actually the rear lights are only tampered on there through the side. So it does look more generous than it actually is in terms of tamper work, because all it really does receive is side and front tamper work, which is kind of the standard details for Hot Wheels. But there you go, that's really it for this car. I've went over everything with that, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, and the final car I've picked up today is this, the 71 Plymouth GTX, done in a metallic blue colour. I do already have one of these as well, done in orange, but I really do not like the orange colour that's on it. I don't think it suits this car, nor any car at all, very well. This is done really nicely. You can see it does have side tamper work. It's on the muscle 5-spoke wheels done in chrome. And yeah, it doesn't receive any front tamper work, but obviously you can see that front grille is created through some chrome coloured plastic, which I believe is the interior plastic. In fact, it is. It also does receive top tamper work there. Really nice to see that. And finally, you can see the rear does not receive any tamper, but again, that rear bumper is created using that chrome coloured plastic. I will mention that this car does feature in the Muscle Mania set for 2023 and is number 7 out of 10 in that set. Really nice. Loving this Plymouth. I think it's done very, very nicely. Anyways, that is it for this whole video. What an amazing amount of cars which feature in this P case. The only one I'm missing, as I've said, is the Datsun, and yeah, everything I've picked up today I'm absolutely over the moon with. I wasn't expecting to get anything because I've had so much luck recently. I knew that Asda stores were getting the P cases in, but none of the Asdas nearby me had actually gotten any P cases, so I was just going to kind of wait, I suppose. Wasn't expecting to come across any of it. They just put it out overnight, I'm guessing, because literally everything was still there, including the Vipers and stuff, but the only thing missing was the Datsun. So that does lead me to believe that it was a super treasure hunt in that case, or somebody just loved the Datsun and hated everything else in the P case. But I find that really hard to believe, because collectors will know exactly what the new castings and retours and treasure hunts and everything would be, especially considering that the treasure hunt was left. I found that really crazy that the Datsun was gone but the treasure hunt was still there, although I know quite a lot of people don't really like the Ram casting for the fact that it's just a pickup truck, and loads of people don't pick up the pickup trucks. I know it's been a peg warmer as well. The red one was a peg warmer, at least over here in the UK, so I wasn't too surprised, but also it is a treasure hunt, so I still was surprised that nobody picked it up, because treasure hunts usually still go no matter what they are. But there you go, that is it for this video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and also press that notification bell so you're not missing any new uploads. Remember, you can also share this video with any friends, family, and any groups who may be interested in this video. Remember, don't feel pressured if you don't feel like you have anybody who may be interested. You watching this video all the way to the end means so much to me, and I really do thank you for making it all the way up until this point. But anyways, that is it for this video, so I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye everyone.